Alright, I'm not going to attempt to be clever this time. So, I don't know what happens. Sometimes the one complaint I have with this microphone is that it is very easy for this to fall out of the back. If that falls out of the back, I don't know that that's what happened, but apparently there was no audio the first time I did this. So, thank you for those who thumbs up the video. I appreciate your likes and your comments, and yeah, I take it down really quick when I see that there's no audio, because it's the point of a video without audio. I don't have that kind of channel. There are certain times where I can watch a video with no audio and go, this is much better, but it's not. This is not one of those videos. So Vegas does it again. But while I don't understand what Vegas is doing as a whole, this one I kind of understand. So Carolina wants to get into the playoffs. I'm going to say right now, while I rock my Canes gear, and I didn't the first time I did this, I was doing the whole Thrashers Vegas thing. The Canes are making the playoffs this coming season. By hook and by crook. I actually think that right now they're probably a better team than Washington. I know. That could be said of a number of teams right now. There was even a scathing article I read this morning on Washington. And I'm not declaring Washington dead like other people are, because there's still moves to be made. There's still players out there. There's still ways that Brian McClellan can fix this. But my belief in that is fading. I have to think with what's happened since expansion, if McClellan knew then what he knows now, he protects Nate Schmidt and lets Johansson go to Vegas. Because that makes a hell of a lot more sense than what they're trying to do right now. But for Carolina, now they get to pick up salary like Jersey did. And picking up a guy like Kruger is good. He's a bottom six guy. He's a number 3 center. And it's a good move for them. I like this move a lot. I think that when you look at how teams are doing in the offseason, this is why I can't put my board up and do what I did with the Canucks. The Canucks are done. I really can't see the Canucks making any of the moves. So that's why I could do that with the Canucks and kind of go, okay, here we are. I can't do that with other teams because they're not done yet. And Carolina is a good example of where they're not done. Toronto might be. But Carolina and Jersey and even Washington, they're not done yet. But what a move. So Vegas gets a 5th rounder next season, or like in 2018, and I'm confused. So now, and then Vegas tweeted out, and I retweeted it. They tweeted out, we've got 9 extra draft picks in the next 3 years. Good. Oh, okay. You probably could take the worth of those draft picks and have found better players in the expansion draft. See, this is all about asset management, and I've never been a huge fan of George McPhee's asset management when he was with Washington. And when Vegas hired him, I'm going, oh, okay, he's an experienced GM. But asset management coming out of an expansion draft is huge. You look back, San Jose didn't do a great job when they came in the league, and it took them years to become competitive. Ottawa did a terrible job. Took them years. Tampa, pretty smart. It took them years, but they were competitive right out of the gate, and they were a better team. Nashville, very smart in the expansion draft. And what they did in the expansion draft has led them to 20 years of being competitive and being good. They got the coach right out of the gate with Barry Trotz. Atlanta, absolute disaster with expansion. They had scraps to pick from, and they got crap players, and it's part of the reason that the Winnipeg Jets are back, because Atlanta had no chance right from the beginning. Columbus, very smart, very competitive right out of the gate. Minnesota drafted younger, and they drafted well in the expansion draft, and both teams experienced some success early on, and Minnesota's was a little more sustainable than Columbus in terms of coming out of expansion. Vegas reminds me of Atlanta and Ottawa. Ottawa's still in the league, so I'm not saying, oh, they're going to move. But, man, there were some bad years in Ottawa. And you have to wonder if, I believe it was Mel Bridgman was the GM back then. Yeah. Is what we're watching in Vegas right now just an example of how not to do the expansion thing? Kruger was a guy they got from Chicago as a cap dump by Chicago in order for in order for Vegas to not take certain players, and then they get Van Riemsdyk and a draft pick. Now they get a draft pick out of Carolina. But the only thing I wonder is, if the assets you're getting back, the draft picks and the players, are not worth as much as the players you could have taken in expansion, whether it's a Matt Dumba, an Eric Stahl, whoever, Josh Anderson, whoever, Boone Jenner, whoever may have been available, Josh Bailey. If the pieces you're getting back aren't as valuable to you as those guys would have been, why didn't you get them? Vegas, since expansion, has made the most of what they've had, and they've saturated the market with players who have middling to no interest. And they've got picks back that reflect that. I salute Nashville for picking up Emelin, but I agree that Emelin didn't have a lot of value on the market. Would have been a terrible pickup for Vancouver. Would have been a terrible pickup for any team that wasn't in the playoffs. Would have been a terrible pickup. So it's either McPhee isn't getting back fair market value, or he's driven the market down, or this has just been an asset management problem from the beginning. Because if I'm coming into the league, let's just say Seattle's coming in, okay? And Seattle's coming in, and you have an expansion draft, and there's 31 teams. You get to draft 31 players. And a GM comes to me and says, look, so I'm going to expose Matt Dumba. I'm going to expose Jonas Berdeen. I know Berdeen wasn't exposed. I'm just saying, this is just for argument. I'm going to expose these guys. Don't touch them. I'm going to say, for what? Guy says, well, I'll give you this prospect of mine and a draft pick. My answer may be, yeah, that prospect could be good, but is he going to be Dumba good? Is that draft pick going to be as good as Matt Dumba is right now? I'll stick with drafting Matt Dumba. You better find a way to protect him. Oh, you guys want to give me a first rounder in Grabowski? It's not a great draft. I think I want a little more. Or yeah, Josh Bailey might look pretty good in a Seattle jersey. That's my thing. You know, that's my point. That's what I've been trying to say from day one. And and it's not as much a matter of me saying anything about George McPhee. It's just a matter of, when you're putting a team together, you're not going to put together a team that's going to be a Stanley Cup champion off the bat. But if a fantastic asset is out there, like let's say I draft Matt Dumba, I take Josh Bailey, I take these guys. Maybe they don't play a game for my team. Maybe I trade them. But maybe I can get a fantastic return on an Eric Stahl, a Matt Dumba, Jonas Berdeen, whoever's out there, that I wouldn't get if I let that team keep that asset and then I try making side deals. This is just the latest side deal from Vegas. I don't know if this is the end of it or not. Apparently they want to trade Lucas Biza. I think Benning should give him a call and say, yeah, I've been trying to trade Zabiza for years. Good luck. You guys are going to have to retain cap. Have fun with that. And you're not going to get anything more back for Zabiza than about a 5th round draft pick. I don't understand it. Baffled, bewildered. If you're a Carolina fan, though, this is good. This is a good move. Shadow, can you just not be an idiot for 10 minutes? Please? Please? I'm aware I'm talking to my cat. He knows what I'm saying. But yeah, Carolina gets a good player back, and it's a good piece, and I think they're making the playoffs this year. I have a funny feeling that this jersey is going to get worn a lot this year, and that come playoff time, I think Carolina could be a real contender. They've got their goaltending where it needs to be. Their blue line looks solid, and now they're increasing their forward depth. I honestly really impressed. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. And thank you so much for watching. Lots going on, and I'm really glad that I've had the time off work to share this with you guys. So thank you very much for being here and for watching, even when there's no audio. So I'll double check this one has audio. I'm pretty sure it does. The Shadow's trying to get on the video by yowling at the door. I don't even know what he's doing. I should start a channel where I just film my cats being stupid. And people on the internet love stupid cats. It just makes them happy. Thank you very much. I'll talk to you guys again soon.